Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there in the internet land. All right, I'm here. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin at 96,720 for BTC. Let's take a look here into the charts, have some fun, break it down like we do every single day, talk to the chat, interact. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house. Shout out to everybody here. Sammy Price, God bless you, yes. GF Burke, Reliable J, Day, Saturday, Chadster in the house. Yep. Where are my Giga Chads out there? My Giga Chadettes. All right. XRP to the freaking moon. Somebody said over here. Hey, love you, Sammy. You're the greatest. Shout out to Servando Estrada. May God bless you. May God bless all you beautiful people here on the live. All right. So we have ourselves a beautiful stream ahead of us. I mean, we do. And let's talk about BTC in the trading group. All right. As kind of things started to cook a little bit, I played a little Texas Hold'em today. I was chip leader for a bit. It was pretty nice. Shout out to my peoples that helped me, that invited me over. Matt, my man, awesome. Lance, good times. Nice to meet Nick, right? Bob was awesome. And my man, Jimmy, good times. Good times with the crew. So what I saw here was this beautiful flag that could break to the upside, 97,374. If you could continue to break out, but it looked like the 50-minute wanted to pop a little bit. I'm not saying it was like amazing, but and we got a little pop on that 15-minute, right? You got in, you got out. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't trade that, but again, I'm just saying it looked like the 50-minute would break out. We did get that move to the upside. Then we kind of molded that into a bit of a flag here, and you got a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom with the flag, and it's starting to look pretty interesting to me. So I don't know. There's a sliver of hope, as we say. And so I drew this flag out, and the flag looked like it was going to pump to the upside, and so far so good. Look at this beautiful move here out of the flag. Bit of a double bottom for Bitcoin. Then you see it always seems to pump whenever I go live. It's like, and I can see it moving at least up to 97,000. Now we wanted to get back above 97,200 to remain bullish. That's very, very important, but no guarantees. I get it, but that's a key level that we would like to see us get to, 97,644 for BTC. All right. I like, and we're seeing this just sideways price action. Beautiful. $97,644.40 for BTC. And yeah, so if that continues, that's what I'm looking at. 97.6. And that is an Adam and Eve double bottom attempting to hold the low there at 95.8 with the bump back to the upside, and then attempting to hold this here at 96,000. We're going to delete all of this sauce. We're going to get back to it. I'm going to show you how I was able to figure out where we're at in the first place. See that weekly candle? The monthly right now isn't looking amazing, but as I said, there's a couple ideas here. The monthly could be trending up. We may get some sideways price action on the monthly. 1, 2, 3, 4 months of sideways price action. And then we start to pump in July or whatever, which just would be odd, but it just, I'm just, if you kind of play the way it looks, you get that kind of parabola type of vibe, right? Anyway, the monthly looks interesting for now. I'd like for it to close green and just continue to zoom out, but it could be going sideways till the 21 reaches it, and that would be a super cycle. We would be getting a big move that would last months longer than we thought before. When the bigger time frames consolidate like smaller time frames, you got to start thinking that something big is coming. All right. So here we are with this beautiful pennant here on the weekly. As long as we can hold this bottom trend line, I'm game for Bitcoin. Looks like we could head further to the upside on Bitcoin, all the way to about $145,230.18. That's the key level that I am looking for. Same level you might want to kind of target. Again, if that's the measured move, right? If you play the measured move, that's all. That might be a place you want to target if you play measured moves. It does have some more of an extension if we go further up. You would basically take this whole wick to wick here from this wick algorithmically. That is the algorithmic move. And that says, wow, that's $160,000 Bitcoin by May 5th. All right. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, but I'm just saying, when we were here, we were talking about a move, and you could have said something was going to brew. So far, we're consolidating. Again, this could easily be considered a lower low, and we might dump. What's got me a little more bullish is the pulling down of the stochastics while the 21's pushing up. Okay. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day fighting to stay alive with a green candle just had a nasty close. So let's talk about this 3-day close that we just had tonight. All right. Like, it just closed literally, an hour and 18 minutes ago. And we're also going to look at Bitcoin's daily candle close. So here we are right here. Like, we must, crucial, this is a perfect time, perfect song. Crucial moments here for Bitcoin as we break down what's happening at these key levels at 96,650. If we lose this level, we're going to tussle and tangle with 93.5. Then it's this weekly support here, that last resort level at 92.5. And then, you got a high volume notes to get out at 87,000, and you're starting to talk about Fibonacci retracements. And what I would be looking at, like a wick here, this wick here. You're starting to kind of at the 618, somewhere at $77,000. So we going there? No, but I'm open-minded to believe it's possible. If we get a 3-day candle to close, below this wick, or even just we start to close out here, no good. So let's get back to what I talked about today. And I said that, the main levels. So why was I bullish today? Remember, I kept, I saw bearishness. I said the most probability would be to short that head and shoulder. I said I'm not going to short, though. And then later on in the trading group, that's why you got to stay in the trading group and see what I update you on throughout the day, because as long as you're seeing what I'm updating you on, you'll be kind of cool to what's happening, right? Alts aren't really the bee's knees right now. Everyone wants to see what Bitcoin's going to do. If Bitcoin can save the day, consolidate, stay inside the zone in the next couple days, alts will, basically have a sign of relief. Everyone will go, oh, you were scared. We'll be back to where we were when we were pumping up here just a few weeks ago, and everything will be right as rain, all right? Just like it was in the Matrix when he ate the cookie. So the low, the high, the higher low, can we get this falling wedge to break out to the upside? Is this a deranged double bottom? Sammy cup and handy with that beautiful double bottom there. A higher low on the daily after a double bottom. And just look at the last few days, how they've been toying with us. The 1, 2, look at that. If you saw that on any asset in the world, what kind of nonsense is that? That's insanity is what I say. But look, multiple wicks, that tells me that we're on the way to the upside. Just like very just common sense-esque. So it is the weekend, it's sketchy. But again, they could have brought us lower, they didn't. They're attempting to bounce, oversold on the daily. An entry right here with a stop below these wicks. May just be a look here that I'm going for. And then a move back somewhere to the top of the pattern at about 106,027 dollar bill. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. It is a Saturday night. It's lower volume, but we're getting above some moving averages. We have somewhat of a double bottom on the smaller time frames. And I have to be honest, that daily and the 22. So then I switched to the 22. The 22 has this bullish divergence. The daily also has it. It's also right here on the RSI. As that swings up, our price swings down, and it tells me we should be getting a move back to the upside. I told you if we close a candle below the yellow 200 MA on this 22-hour time frame, I'm out. I'm out skis. Like, I'm done. Like, that would tell me to start to short, look for bear flags on the 15 1-hour time frame, and begin to short the market. But if we stay above it and we continue to grind out here, then so my suggestion is a snipe long. Even there was really, really aggressive, but I wanted to wait for a little more confirmation. But that's a snipe long right there. And again, I could easily get stopped out. Easily. So let me just take a look at the parameters of the trade and see if something I want to sniff out here. So I would be looking here on the daily time frame. I get rid of all my moving averages and whatnot. And I'll scalp on weeks and long on this or long on that and scalp on here. It all depends on what, Now, the last time I did this, it paid off very well. We did it right here and we had the huge move up. But they toyed with us for a while here. And I can't explain it. My trader instinct, whether it's psychic, I don't know what it is. But every once in a while, I get this uncanny ability. It tells me to long, right? And this, I don't think we'll have the 22. That's going to be the one issue here. I'm going to have to kind of just trust the idea of where we're at. So let me take a look at the 22-hour time frame. So my stop would be at about 94,915. All right, and we would be getting at 104,972. That ain't bad at all, right? And it was, I just wanted to double check my numbers again. Oh, so I had 106, but I like 104,972. That's a lower area of contention. Again, be very careful. And I would never do a trade you see someone on YouTube do, like. So 94,707 would be my stop, okay? And I risk 3, maybe even 2. It's a weekend, 2 for 8. I'll take that trade all day long, right? Make sure my liquidation is healthy. Swinging on that limit, collapse into price here. So 3,8, 27, 10,000. It hits me off at 216, or it hits the target, I make 871. I only have to use 381 bucks at 27x lev. Now the odds of me losing are pretty high. Probably just swip it and flip it and dip it. But I don't know. The daily looks interesting to me, and it seems like it's getting somewhat of a pump here. So I'm going off of just kind of what I'm looking at. The 4 hours in a bit of an inverted head and shoulder here. See, look, it's in a bit of a shoulder ahead, a bit of a right shoulder, wanting to break back to the upside. This looks to me like an invert, like a, what's called an Adam and Eve, and we may even just get to the top, and I might get out. But yeah, even the 4 hour looks good to me. So let's get back into my top down analysis. So yeah, so the 22 looks like we could trade the 22 with a stop below the 2. We haven't been below the 200 MA literally in since the wick. So it shows signs of strength that we could be getting a bounce here to the upside for BTC. Trade's already up $5. We'll see what happens. I'd like to go, if I full ported it, I just want to see. I doing $6,000 for 28,000. The other day I had this one and I went to hit the button. And then I was like, and I got cold feet and I went like this and I hit the button. Then I was like, oh, but what if I did this? And then I left the room and I came back and I had it like this and I thought I might have full ported and I looked and I was up like a G. And I was like, man, have I full ported, would have been up $8,000. But again, high risk, high reward to that extent too. And do not trade lev if you don't know what you're doing. Take your time. Use demo accounts for long periods of time, like 2-3 months. You should have 100 demo accounts under your belt before you touch a regular account. Everyone else tells you, oh, it's so easy, so fun. No. And honestly, I made a lot of money without ever touching leverage. Secured a bag without having to put myself in heavy risk as leverage. Just really believing in something and getting in over the long term, right? A lot of people don't want to hear that story. They want the fast, fun money, but I like the hard-earned long-term money, the guaranteed money that stays, not the money that comes and goes, the money that once you get it never goes away, right? So I'm watching this kind of Adam and Eve idea here, even this kind of inverted head and shoulder type of thing, and this 200 MA holding the zone. Again, also on the 12-hour time frame, looks pretty good to me. The 8-hour looks like it wants to do a bounce. The 4-hour looks bullish. I like the time frames here. The 1 hour is a little sketchy to me, but it's got this boom and it's pumping right now as we speak, right? Seems like the smaller time frames are kind of in a go-go. So I very rarely make a trade on Saturday night. It's very low volume. It's usually a way to just lose your money. It's a way to just hand your money over. Weekend trading, I'll be honest, but I also have trader instinct, and this is a big deal here. See, look at the 15-minute crossing the 200 MA. I went over this with my students this morning. We talked about a bounce back to the top of the channel out of that flag of the 15-minute. This was an idea here to enter, and that's still in the money, that trade. Now that you're crossing the 15-minute, and then look at the gap. Looks like I might be able to sell here at about 97.8 in just a few hours on this trade, and that could be wrong, but I'll leave the trading group with what I do. They'll know. So I just made a live trade in front of everybody here on the channel. Just want to make sure everybody understands this. And the idea behind the trade is we're going to pump back to the upside. This is a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. I'm seeing bullishness on multiple time frames. And I could be wrong. This could easily just drop to the downside and stop me out. I'm very close to price action. But I'm using the 22 200 MA as my protection for this idea. All right. And only time will tell. We'll go from there. And scared money don't make no money. I've been winning most of the trade, so if I lose this 200, I'll still be up pretty nice on the week. And it's almost better off I don't even touch it. It is Saturday night. But I'll tell you, my trader instincts got this it for me saying, hey man, this could end up becoming a huge short squeeze that no one's really paying attention to on a low volume weekend. And you may be sniffing something out that other people can't detect at the present moment in time. Could give us a bit of an edge. So again, you do whatever you want with my information. You watch me. I'm not the one who watches me, so I don't even know, you have your own kind of parameters of, oh, when I watch Sam, this usually happens, or after years of watching Sam, he's been right this many. I don't know. You have your list of, how many times you've watched me and you've taken your collection over if is the information worth it, right? I believe it is, because when I come here, I get a lot of information. So by me going over the charts to each and every one of you, I'm learning a lot. And I'm gaining an edge and I'm getting progressively better. So if I'm getting better and if I'm learning a lot, then if you're coming to the stream, I feel like it has to be the same for you. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. I really appreciate your viewership and your support. Without that, I don't know if I could show up every single day with the vigor and the heart and the determination and that want to push to be here. But it's just awesome people. 1,200 beautiful souls the day before the Super Bowl. Everyone getting ready for their Super Bowl, right? 265 likes, $22 in chat revenue. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Blessings on blessings to be alive. So we're looking for this long to bounce back to the upside to save the day for BTC. Back to the top of the channel. All right. Now, a nice little pump right now away, right? That was a huge pump away from the 21-day moving average. Expect that to come back or to go sideways of some type and wiggle its way on out. And you're not going to see immediate movement usually. And what I'm talking about here, I wouldn't mind, wouldn't be surprised if it slowly kind of made its way up there. But I am more bullish than bearish just for the present moment in time. And I said, as long as we stay above the 22-200 MA, I remain a bull. So remember, my last trade was when we sold this top here. Haven't touched a trade since. I've been watching price action patiently, and now I just made another trade. So I'm being very selective of my trades. And that might tell you something. All right, and it's Bitcoin. So remember, I can't force the price of Bitcoin. It's not some meme coin, right? And there you go, the king of 1.75%. I'm just... Hey. Shout out to all the beautiful souls on the live. 302 likes. So that's Bitcoin. Not much more I can say about BTC, right? Not much more I can say. Let's take a look here at what's happening on CoinMarketCap. So on CoinMarkWahlberg cap. Everybody, I'm going to do this in Mark Wahlberg's voice. Babe, we can do this. It doesn't matter, all right? I played a cop. I play a fireman. It doesn't matter. I can do this. I'm Mark Wahlberg. Dude, Bitcoin, Ethereum, it doesn't really matter. I play Gala. I got into Gala with The Rock. And I told Tom not to get with that curly hair kid. He did it anyway. Stupid move, dude. Tommy, why did you get with the curly hair kid? You lost it. You lost a bunch of money. You lost your wife. Stupid move, dude. Could have hung out with us, me and Gala and The Rock, dude. Hung out with Joyner Lucas just the other day. Hanging out. Everything was going great. I loved it. This is Marky Wahlberg. I approve this message. Sam, I love you, dude. Keep doing it, dude. You're the best, dude. So we're watching Bitcoin, Ethereum at the 1 hour time frame. Mantra DAO at $6. That seems to be the hottest coin in the game. Mantra DAO. Jupiter holding 85 strong. With them, compared to most coins, it's a solid hold. Like Hyperliquid holding above 20. We're going to take a look at that. And Sweet back above $3, climbing, baby. Near, come on, get to the 5. And Render back to $4.31, just absolutely crushing. Solana holding 200. Solana just a monster buy. Ondo holding 137. Those are still doubled up from when I got in, at least, a little more on Ondo too. Tripled up. But I mean, the rest of the market really in heat. Like a dog in heat, in trouble. A bit of a beatdown for a lot of the market here. So I have another coin. I want to talk about XEN with you today. Is XEN going to continue? Is it going to rip? Big balls, dude. That's kind of funny. That has been the big story around town. And this coin, I'm not in it yet, but I'm really thinking of putting, 3 to 4 or 5 SOL in there. It's called All Will Retire. And maybe I'll retire with everybody together. But what I like is it's in a cup and handle. It retraced off the 786. It has a higher low. Like, the fundamentals are kicking in for this thing. It's looking pretty sweet if you just look at the technical analysis and you don't even really do anything else. And saying, hey, this thing is a pretty nice buy. Now, if Bitcoin recovers, everything's going to rip. This would be a huge bottom out here, and we'd be on a massive tear. If Bitcoin does bottom out, I will tell you, this is what the bottom would look like. We'd be very close to lows. It would be so sketchy. People would be freaking out. And honestly, that's, we're at our wits' end, a lot of people. Close to that capitulation vibe when you're just like, is there any more you can handle? Is there any more you can take? So I see that in a lot of people. I see that throughout the market. I'm hanging on by a thread with some of these altcoins, to be honest. Just like, I'm willing to go to zero at this point to see where it goes, because if I don't, I'm going to miss out on maybe generational wealth. So I'm willing to take the bean to find out where we could go on this monumental journey together. May God bless everybody here. I love you. And I'm thanking you all for being here again. I know I may say that too much lately, but I've just been in a really good state of joy recently. I'm realizing what a beautiful life this is. Today was absolutely gorgeous. When you live in Florida in February and it's your first year, you're probably in a bit of state of euphoria. February, these were the coldest days of the year for me, where I would just be and I'm outside in the beautiful sun. It's just gorgeous. I'm driving to go pick up my daughter. It's one of the most beautiful days I've ever felt. It's 82 degrees with the breeze. I'm seeing the sun come down, and I'm sorry to make you jealous if you don't live in Florida, but man, I never experienced this before, and this is an unbelievable feeling. So they can crash Bitcoin. They can do whatever they want. I'm in God's grace here underneath the beautiful sun, and I'm just enjoying my life. And I just want to say we all have to do the same. Like, we have one life to live. This could be the last day of any of our lives. We never know. I don't want to be down about it, but you never know. And I would love my last life to be just absolutely grateful and full of love. And so I'm going to remind myself every single day of the moments that I will never get back and of the people that I cherish. And I'll say yes to love and to relationships and to good times and to good weather, man. And I never want to be down just because of a couple market blips. You know what I mean? So I got to stay level-headed and realize and put what's in perspective in my life. This channel's amazing. You people are amazing. We've been through a lot. We've made a lot of gains. You know, there have been a lot of coins that have been up and down that I've sold. I've made some gains in this run. It's been pretty awesome. Some monumental things have happened. We took some hits too. It hasn't been perfect. And we're not done yet. We're still in the ring. We still got our boxing gloves on. We're still ready. It may have knocked us down a couple times, but they never knocked us out, baby. And we're still ready to rock and roll. So if you're ready to rock with me, put a 333 in the comment section. Say, I'm ready to go, baby. They ain't putting me down. I'm ready to knock this game in the teeth. I'm ready to stay so mentally poised, so mentally positive, they can't stop me. So on point, so focused, so ready. They just can't stop the flow. Ready to rock, baby. So I'm liking this all will retire. It looks interesting to me. Really, and again, it is small market cap, so you know, and I don't own any yet, and maybe it goes to zero. I don't know, but you know, and let's actually, I think we did this before, but let's give it the score there on anti-rug and see what it's given us. I think we got somewhere in the 70s or 80s. But we'll see. I haven't bought yet. Look, that has a beautiful score, man. So who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's you know, it's passing the test here for the rugs. Yeah. So yeah, we have this little move here, but now what you're looking for is another flag on the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, we have the beautiful move. Now you're looking for this, a bit of a flag here on the 15-minute. Nice little pump further to the upside. Do some damage there. 97,576 for Bitcoin. And we get right back to, yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, that's what I'm on. And that's why I just like I watched this and look, it played out. People thought I was insane when I did this earlier today. You know, I started drawing a flag. I'm like looking for the flag. And then when I made a flag, I'm looking for the flag to break out. Then the flag didn't, once it broke out, it wiggled around. I said, look for this flag to break out. I said, look for price to break above the 200 MA on the 15. If that happens, we'll probably get some continuation. And so far, now we just have to see this pull the 21 and then see how price action reacts. We could get a massive dump to the downside. I'm not trying to tell you I know what's going to happen. I'm telling you what the probabilities are. We'll see. Yeah, XCN is on my radar right now. Chainlink. I'm looking for Chainlink to kind of bounce here, do a couple double bottom action, stay above that 618 Fibonacci retracement and continue on up back to 44 for Chainlink. So I'm still looking, you know, I'm still bullish on Chainlink here. I want to see it hold this trend line that I drew too as well. Just a little quick update for Chainlink on my way while I'm passing by there for you. Just some TA while we're passing by. So XCN still looks interesting to me. It's still at 2.7. It's still sideways here on the daily and looks to me inside of a bit of a bull flag. Very oversold without giving up a lot of new, you know, without giving up a new level. Tells me it's interested to pump, but we'll see. Can also almost head and shoulder vibes and getting tight. 3-day chart's a little far for the 21. You could say, what if it has to come, you know? But then it's got this beautiful inverted head and shoulder. It's kind of doing what Bitcoin's doing. If you think about it, because you can see a bit of an Adam and Eve in here. I'm long right now, XCN. We'll see what happens. You know, breaks down here. I'll take a stop loss, but we'll see. I'm still long and I'm willing to ride this wave to see if it can pop. It's the hotter coin, and I like the bounce that it had, and I like this retracement. But again, it's high risk right now for sure. And I'm seeing some inverted head and shoulder behavior for XCN. I know it's about wow, yeah. Let's take a look at Casper here on NextC. Casper at 87, and Casper's doing the same thing Bitcoin's doing. It just looks more elongated. It's doing this like a slanted Adam and Eve, you see? And we just need Bitcoin to save the day. Casper will bounce, and it will bounce all the way back to 14 pretty fast. Like, again, Bitcoin tanks. This will tank, and the 1 hour, the 4 hour for Casper doesn't look as good for Bitcoin. Looks like it may fall over here. So I just be careful. Casper could be on its way down. It really depends on what Bitcoin does, but don't be surprised if you see Casper back at 5 cents and be all pissy. That's a descending triangle, and it could very well happen. All right. Okay. 8:41 p.m. US 10:40 on South Korea. ETH King. God bless you. Thank you. Let's take a look at Ethereum here. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being awesome. Kicking it with the LIFA. Showing us some love. So we're looking for ETH. Remember, I wanted to see it break out of that triangle. It didn't, but it made a more elongated Adam and Eve. So, like, this is it, everybody. We don't get out of this Adam and Eve. Or we do. And we got this kind of falling wedge. It needs to break back to the upside. Bitcoin's a little more forward. And you're just looking for this bounce. You're looking to break the neckline. And then I'd get to that point of control, to liquidity, to the 200 MA. And ETH would get kind of capped up to 30, basically back to 32. Wow, it's all the way back to 26. Unbelievable for Ethereum, right? And so desperate move for Ethereum here. Sooner than later, must get back above 2,868 to remain bullish. Otherwise, it will make some type of bear flag. And again, I'm not, it could end up doing one of these. Staying in there and then dumping out of that flag to the downside. I don't want to be overly bullish here. I want to let you know I'm almost more bearish than bullish because we continue to make lows. But this is how we could plug the hole. Didn't sound right, right? But this is how we could maybe stop the bleeding and get a move back to the upside here. All right, no Diddy. So what? So there you go. Can we see us dropping to between 81? Yeah, crypto's doing well in the stock market, almost $1, $2, $3 up and down. Sam, can you look at Jasmine, please? Eating buffalo wings and having some fun here with the live. Are you eating buffalo wings before tomorrow? But we're gonna eat so many buffalo wings tomorrow. I mean, they're gonna have. I'm going to the social club near my house just for the first 2 quarters. Then during halftime, I'm gonna head on home. It only takes about 5 or 6 minutes. And I'm going to watch the end of the game at home, and then I'm going to live stream. I'm just not going to fight the attention on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah. Exactly. So we'll see what happens. Nasty dump first week of the month. We could get a recovery second week of the month. We'll see how it happens starting with the 8th. And we'll see how we do. All right. So it depends. I'm a little more bullish on Bitcoin now. It's showing some signs of a move. Right now, it looks like it has to retrace back to the 21. I've maybe tapped in a little too early on my move, but let me take a look at my 22. So my stop should be at like 94,969. Let me make sure it's in the same place, right? Yeah, it's even lower. I'm down $11. This is great. I didn't risk a lot of money, as you can see. $300, right? I can't even get liquidated. You see what I'm saying? Most people would do this and be like, oh, I'll lose the $300. I make a pretty good, living, and I've done very well, and I don't get crazy with it. And I'm always learning, always testing, always finding something out. And we could dump to the downside. Anything is possible. Looks like the 50-minute just needs to kind of make a cooler move to that 21. And we may be on for a continuation here. But it is low volume on the weekend. I'm surprised we even got the move that we did there so far. Shout out to the channel sponsored to Crypto.tax, expert in cryptocurrency and tax DeFi preparation. Check them out today. Learn more at Decrypted.tax. Okay. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Let's take a look here. Sitting at 46. It's a good time to kind of nibble on Bitcoin. Honestly, like 46 is great. It starts getting lower into 30s. I want more in 20, 19, 15. That is the golden steal for Bitcoin. All right. Tell VXA coins they'll come in real time and mobile. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. It's a family channel about work. We love your show. Go live tomorrow and tell what time. Amen. So that's BTC in a nutshell. Let's take a look at our Bitcoin dominance. Seem to be taking off. Watch the altcoins here. And it's in a bit of a flag here today. People kind of sold off into Bitcoin. People that didn't make a Bitcoin bag are saying, hey, maybe I should have had a little more Bitcoin than I had. They're seeing a lot of the people that were big in Bitcoin and they did pretty well compared to everybody else. And I think that's influencing the market. But what happens is it's now kind of, it's always great to be in BTC, but you know, those altcoins, when they look horrible, when they're bearish, when it's nasty. But look out, this isn't amazing for Bitcoin, for altcoins, just like Bitcoin dominance could take up and get to about 65% dominance. So be careful. And we're going to kind of monitor that, but that looks like we could continue up in Bitcoin dominance. We just want to make sure Tether dominance isn't really going to do anything. Funny, it's in this like rising wedge flag now though. And people might capitulate out of their altcoins. I mean, you want that to desperately break down. You want it to break back to the bottom of the channel, but symmetrical triangles could break either way. Just remind yourself of that. It's 50-50 on these. I'm going to watch that closely. That's kind of that's a little sketchy there. If I get an alert here on the DXY, on the USDT, I mean, that means people, you know, we might be getting a bit of a dump here. So we want to see this retrace back down. Again, the whole thing's in a bigger bear pennant. So we'd like to see this fall back down here, go sideways, and then dump to where it's supposed to. But let's see. This is a little bit of a flag, and you never know. I'm open-minded. Let's see what happens here. This could put a wrench in the plans for a second, at least for a little bit. I'm always like, well, how does this do this in the middle of... So, yeah, that's that, you know? I don't know. Just tells me to be careful. I can't wait to see where it is in, like, the next 12 hours. Trade is your friend. Just go with the flow. Bullish or bearish scalp at least. Hey, I like what you're saying, man. Yep. Yeah. All right, and now we're out of here. You're done. You're now removed. Like, you did everything you could, and now you are gone, my man. Yeah. Thank you, Thoughts on Everything. We appreciate you, but you say the same thing 17 times. You're out. All right. Sam, why does USTC always move at an odd time? I don't know. The FUD ship over here. Who's running the FUD ship over here? So let's take a look. We got Paul Wood dropping a bean. Thank you. We got Matt Vieno. Hi, Sam. God bless you. Thank you. We got Rudy 007. What's up, Sam? Sitting at my desk today, just thinking about how far I've come along with my trading and how grateful I am today for every day. I'm grateful for you, brother. You've helped me so much, even beyond trading. Much love. God bless you, Rudy 007. Rudy, we love you. And thank you so much for always being there and supporting me. That means the world to me. Make ETH great again. God bless. Bob, man, thank you. And blessing Sam XCN. We took a look at that, and XLM looks like it can also do numbers. Take a look to XLM, please. We'll take a look at XLM from Margaret Ness. Shout out to Remy Khan. He was thinking of joining the 99. Thank you for your work. The Crypto Dad, Lifer. God bless you, man. Shout out to the Digital Citizen 275. And shout out to Remy Khan. Remy Khan, jump on in. We're your team. We're your tribe. This is the place you want to be. It's just 1 month. Give us 1 month. See what it's like. Write a review. Tell your friends. I can't wait to be judged. Let us know what you think. So Margaret is asking about XLM. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens for Margaret Ness. And thank you so much for these awesome fan funding donations, everyone. These are the nicest things you could ever do. They come back to you tenfold, and I greatly appreciate it. You don't have to give, and you still do. I find that absolutely mind-blowing, unbelievable. And it tells people this, whenever I get a super chat, whenever something good happens to me, I just think it's the example. It's not about me as a person. Look at Sam's life. It's about any human being that does what I've done will reap the rewards. So if you push yourself in one thing over and over again, you stay consistent, people will respect you for it. You never miss a day, people will respect you for that. People will, actions speak louder than words. Everyone can say they're going to be there for you. But just I don't mean shut up, but you know what I mean? But we don't have to talk about it. We just show up. And by doing that, we show people who we are and what we're all about. So we're looking for XLM to make this Adam and Eve double bottom. Otherwise, we lose this key level. You drop down to the daily. Again, it's about that 22-hour. I guess you already lost it, so it's really about this. But it looks like you may go a little lower. There could be a little bit more of a dump there, down to 23. Right now, 33 is holding, though, and you'd like a bit of a bounce. Maybe we get this into an inverted head and shoulder that breaks us back to the upside here for Stellar Lumens. Again, if you love the project, great place to slightly take a bit of a nibble here. At the same time, there could be some lower lows being below that 22-hour 200 MA. And if Bitcoin could bounce, this will bounce right back up again, just like Bitcoin. It's just in a jumbled version of the same idea. And will bounce, like Bitcoin will bounce to the top, so will this bounce back up here. Okay. Wish my son Jax a happy 8th birthday. He loves you, Jax. We love you. And we want you to know something, Jax. Jax, check this out. Sean, can we make Jax something cool for his birthday? Some type of, I think his name is JAX. Something cool for Jax's birthday. Maybe some logo or something with the balloon that says JAX, and I'll put it up. Jax, happy birthday, man. We love you. We're going to try to cook something up for you. I'll see if Sean can cook something up. And no worries if not. But Jax, we love you, man. Thank you for being here. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Your 8th birthday is a big deal. 2 more and you're 10. Enjoy these times, though. Enjoy being 8. All right. Every year is a blessing. You don't want to move too fast. Being a kid I still remember being a kid. I still want to go back to the essence of being a kid. And I still live in that essence. Like, I close my eyes. I'm still, some days, just that young kid on the ball field. Just all I care about is winning, having fun, running in the mud, and just playing with my friends, So, again, I'm probably never grew up, but that's me. But always hold on to that for the rest of your life. That's the beauty of youth, man. So anyway, XLM all the way back here to 94 cents would be the play. And this would just be a beautiful double bottom. And everyone would say, yeah, there it is, And it would play out like buying the bottom is hard. It's scary. It's not easy. It's never good. Buying things when things are on sale, dumpster fire buys, most people can't handle them. Most people aren't going to do it. So if you're doing it, you're already beating most of people because they can't do that. Right? Most of my biggest wins were buying dumpster fires when most people couldn't handle it. Now, I've already bought a bunch of those in the bear market. We're still up on those buys, even despite all this bearishness. Just want to fight through it, though. Okay. Rick already better than me. He never had a sarcastic mindset. Hey, you never know. Especially when Trump is tanking the economy. Even oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, he'll be an amazing trader at 8 years old. It'll be unbelievable. So amazing, just nailing it. Knocking it out the park. Hey, Lois, I think I'll grow a beard. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin. Hey, Chris, go to your room. That's it. Me and Brian are going to watch the Crypto Lifer. Every single Friday, I watch the Lifer here in Quahog and drink beer. Hey, Life. Oh, man, Wow, what are you doing there? Why is it doing that? I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right here. Just boom, boom, boom. All right. So let's take a look at the S&P future. How did it leave us on Friday? I did go over that macro analysis. And, you know, I'm bullish. And I'm telling you, we're about to get a huge move out of the S&P, but everyone was bearish and they got, I told you this thing was going to rip, and rip it will. And listen to the lifer, they're going to print that money, baby. And usually I don't like to make predictions that are like, but I think I'm going to be about 90% accurate. This thing is going to rip, but who knows? It might not. Everyone says, Sam, you know, you said it was going to rip and it dumped in our face and it was all devastation. Some bearish divots, there's tough, but we're above the type moving averages. We bounced off a 618 golden pocket, higher volume, cup and handle in a way there. This just looks bullish to me. I've studied this exact model many times on this bigger time frame. All right. Shout out to GF Burke in the house, Crypto Billy in the house. Shout out to Dave Roy, Peter Eckel. Shout out to Chadster and everybody out here doing damage with Zalifa. Bitcoin pumping, trade moving. I'm the king of 3%. I told you this. You don't believe me though. You've never seen a man make 3% more times in your life than the lifer. So yes, the 15-minute is above the Tutoring. I told you that's a catalyst for a move to the upside, but you don't want to hear me though. Look at the size of that candle. Sammy said a move was coming. Nobody believed him. Something was there. He said he had a sixth sense, a psychic sense. He said he just could feel it. He couldn't understand why he had to get in, but there was something going on. And look at the size of that one, man. That's a big one, man. That's a big candle. And you have a candle that big when you're just crossing the stochastics. Tells me we may get more follow through here and some buy volume on this move to the upside. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to GF Burke. Shout out to Paul Wood. Shout out to Margaret Ness. Shout out to Dave Roy, Yasto Yaz, Bona, Michael Christian, Benitez in the house. You're my man, brother. Let me $20. I need a max win. I need a stacks. I need a max win. I need a max win. Always remember Drake saying that. I need a max win. Sneaky market makers over here. Nah, gold is definitely not topped. Watch my macro technical analysis for gold. It goes in my macro analysis video every single Friday afternoon. Jump on in. It'll show you where gold's about to go and what's about to happen here. Bitcoin 96,900 for BTC. Breakout, retest, breakout again. And you can only assume the flag's going to break out to the top of the channel and head to the measured move here, somewhere at 97,700, where I'll be in the green. And we'll be able to take some nice gains when this stochastic continues to push to the upside here throughout the night. I like what I'm seeing, and it's telling me there's going to be some gains here for Bitcoin. So, yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. So I make you Randy, baby, do I? That movie was big when I was a kid, so, you know. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, you know. That's not your mother, it's a man. So funny, man. Crazy movie. Blessings to anyone that watched Austin Powers growing up. Okay, so wow, we got a punch. Somehow Sammy called a weird move here on a Saturday with strange timing. I tell you what, the magician of the chats. Not me. No, but this thing looks like it's mooning now, and I see a massive short squeeze coming here for Bitcoin. Seems to be that, you know, is it voodoo? Is it magic? What is it? How do I do this? I see red further to the upside here for BOOKMAP, all the way back to 100K. We may see 100K. You never know. Hey, they still got some more liquidity below us. It's not a shoo-in for a move up. But when you give it some crunch time, Big Red is further above us at about $101,000. So no guarantees there, but it does suggest we may get that bigger move up. Now, I say we're far away from the 21. It's low volume. Look for that to probably come right back down, right? And just I always expect to lose on the weekend. We'll see. To me, it's all about how the 21 tracks price here now. And just look, we've been up, just looking for something like this, right? Just sloppy move back to the upside. I love gold. I love gold. Saturday is the in and out day. I don't know. I wouldn't even be in or out. Saturday is the no in at all day. If you're in, it's just almost, it should be like, see, I'm in just because I have to be, because we're above a 200 million a flag and it looks right. It's like this is going to play out most of the time, whether it's Saturday or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm lured in, but I'm very smaller on the position size. Normal position size for me is 100,000. So I'm 10x smaller than my normal position size. See, that's got to tell you something, that I'm not like just seeing if I can grab an extra couple $100 on a day where I shouldn't even be trading, right? And if I lose, I lose. So be it. It is what it is, right? Gold. I love gold. I love gold. A bong and a blinch, a smash and a vogue. He's so funny, man. Yeah, so let's take a look at Big Balls, because you think that would have to be ripping. And they even have his real name, which is so crazy, right? Like, I'm not going to say it because out of respect. That's so crazy though, right? But I mean, look at that. That looks like what we're seeing in the whole market. Like Bitcoin has this double bottom. That's that cup and handle. It's so weird. That's Bitcoin's exact pattern. Let me show you something that's going to blow your mind. Let me see something here. This is so weird. That's fascinating. I'm going to show you something. I couldn't see what it mean. Balls. I'm trying to. Yeah, no Bitcoin here. Anyway, see how this has an up and down, a double bottom, and a sideways price action with the higher low. I mean, that looks so much like Bitcoin right now. Wow, we got the explosive move above 90 to 97,000. Like, this is awesome. Like the lifer does it again. This is insanity. Is this sustainable? To me, it's a bit odd on a weekend, but I guess I don't want to blow my cover. Like, I'm actually time traveling. I knew this was likely going to happen. So, but I want to make it look like I did TA. But I have all the days down where it's going to pump already written down to the timing and the days, and tells me when to go live and why and what I'm supposed to say beforehand. And sometimes I make a mistake because I get the days jumbled up because I wrote so much of the notes around and I came back from so I even mess it up, even though I know isn't that crazy? For the most part, I see those notes and I pick the right day and I do the right stream on the right day. Everything works out, everything works out. So. Yeah, Sam, money concepts. Yeah, exactly. You're a builder. Amen. Hey, brother Sam, would you mind to check out TST, please? Tell me what you think about it, brother. TST. All right. TST, test soul, is that what it is? I have no idea. Test token. Wow, it ripped up huge too, right? Since the 8th and today, up 3 cents all the way to 15. Oh, actually 3 to 19. Now it looks like it's breaking out right now. So I don't know what's happening with this thing or what it's all about, but it looks like it's mooning. And again, you play what's hot right now. That's a breakout. Again, buying the breakout, but it's a beam. For wrapped BNB too, which I haven't seen a wrap, BNB coin in a while, really getting a lot of traction. I love BNB, deployed by BNB chain, the test token deployed by BNB. And it's a test token. Like, what is just a test token? Like, just to test what's happening? Just to see kind of how it works? Like, I'm confused. Like, that's it? Test meme coin deployed. Oh, so they're just seeing how a meme coin... Oh, I get it, because they're going to start pumping memes out on BNB. If you can't hold, you won't be rich. If you can't hold, you won't be... It's so funny, right? Test token. And then he took an old tweet from 2021. That's so funny. Someone told us about it this morning on the weekly screen share. They wrote test token, right? You guys were writing TST. Now, let's see. That was like, as we go to the 1 hour, that was like 8 hours ago or something. Maybe it was on the way up. But wow, the 1 hour looks like it's going to continue. I mean, this thing looks like it may continue to pump. Maybe onto something here, all the way to 31 cents. So I like BNB. I personally like CZ, the whole BNB. BNB was one of the first chains I ever got into. I got into Cake early. I got away from Uniswap, and it taught me how to make gains. So I have this fond memories and really good heartfelt ideas and plans. Just, I like BNB, man. I'm like, wow. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it continues up to the target of 31 cents before it has a bigger pullback. I kind of feel like FOMOing in right now, but I'm going to wait my turn for a better price. Yeah, so if we start getting a lot of memes on BNB, Cake will blow up. And to be honest, I still hold Cake and I still stake Cake from way back. Cake, baby, Cake. Now, Cake's above the 1 hour 200 MA now. Cake got a nice pump from 130. So here's the deal. Like, just like I trade Bitcoin, right? You trade the flag. Look for that flag to break out. You're going to get the 21 to touch price action. You're going to stay above the 200 MA, which means the uptrend, and then you can pull the fib from the wicks and get in at the 618 golden pocket retracement. So this is something that I'm looking at here into 2198, 2189 right here to the upside for Cake. So Cake, and what Cake did is Cake actually broke out of what we want Bitcoin to break out of. Cake was in this Adam and Eve double bottom. Bitcoin's kind of still like right there, like about to do, can it do it? So when Cake did it, let's see if Bitcoin can follow what Cake did here. And then Cake tells me it can go even up even higher. If I would trade anything, I would put Cake on the radar. And I would be watching Cake now too. Cake on the radar, baby. Cake on the radar. And we're not talking about chocolate cake, you chubby bunnies. All right? What did I say? What? No, but seriously, I love me some Cake. I don't really like Cake at all. I like Cake, the coin, though. And Cake was $44 a coin. Does it revisit 44? Could it get there? I could see 15, 10, 12, and then we'll talk more from there. But yeah. Thank you, brother. I just found TST today myself. God bless you, Matt Viano. Amen, brother. Amen. Yeah, someone was telling us about at the screen share today. I didn't know what they meant by TST. They were writing it on my... But it's cool because, look, this is really cool because it ended up... This is really interesting. So I was posting ideas and stuff we were going over on the weekly screen share this morning, right? And I just, wait, it's weird. I thought I would have sworn stuff I was posting had TST, the word TST on it. Where was I posting that then? And they will figure it out. It all got pinged to the group, so we'll see. Maybe was it here? No, it wasn't though. Played a little Texas Hold'em today. Hadn't played it in a long time. Had a good time. Had some fun. All right. Listen, Bitcoin is dangerous, Raptor. Don't worry about her like that. Jeez. I know. I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. So we had two beautiful live streams today. They were both an awesome success. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. At 36,300 followers and more. Show you what I'm doing behind the scenes. If I go out to dinner, what you're seeing, you know. Big TV I bought my daughter. I don't put her face out there as you can't, you can't really make out how she looks because it's blurry, but boom. Thing was so big, it's so funny. Mounting it to the wall tomorrow. So Microplastics are crazy, right? That's crazy. Anyway, flag for that. That looks interesting to me. Let me get back into the chat, see if there's anything I may be missing on the fan funding side. So TST looks interesting. Thanks, brother. Just found it. God bless you, brother. We did the happy birthday. We talked about banking IT researcher, right? We got this guy, one here, Matt. Yep. Margaret Ness. We got riding out. We got them all riding out, baby. I like it. Paul Wood, Matt Vienna, Rudy. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. Blessings. 96,800. It was just a spurt to 97K. We did not hold it, though. Didn't seem like we're going to make it. It's low volume on the weekend. We'll find out. Only, you know. So, and let's take a look. You know, Xterio, something still you might want to research. It's still kind of trending a lot. Top 20 search coins in 7 days. Barachain back to 6. Got a beat down sell there. Sui 310 Ondo. Again, still, you know, not our cup of tea. XION up 17% in 7 days. The only coin I see really making any type of movement. NodePay, Toncoin back in the mix with people searching it again. Athena. People keep looking at Kikas. I think that's kind of dead, though, which is what people are looking at, maybe because they're still in it or something. Bera, maybe not every time it means it's hot. Remember that. It just means people are looking at it. It could be because they have to get out. There could be an issue. Something, it could be a hack that people don't like about it, and that's why, you know what I mean? You always have to remember, why is it popular? Some very unpopular people are well known, right? Hyperliquid looked nice, like it could make this beautiful inverted head and shoulder, and it slid to the downside. No love there on Hyperliquid. Happy Sunday. Can you check out Mandy coin? I really don't want to. It looked like a rug pull. Yeah. Look at it for 1 second, but it looked like a rug pulled yesterday, didn't it not? Thing went all the way. Oh, wow. So it bounced, I guess. It came up and then it looked like it had rugged, right? It just went straight down. I mean, every time I see these in this pattern, I don't know anything about the coin. I'll tell you that. I believe it's PMG, my boy over there. I mean, not my boy, but I know him, you know. I'm not saying I don't know who he is. Like, so could this get all the way up here to like 005333? Crazy, it's 3333, right? That pattern plays out a lot. So I don't own any of this coin. I have nothing to do with it. You know, maybe it does well for you. Small market cap, it could still do damage every time. You know, about 90% of these flags have played out. So that's all I can say, but who knows? And it's got some buzz. People were talking about it. We'll see what happens. All right. Shout out to that Knock Live. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So back to just watching your 15. For the rest of the night, I would just, you know, I wouldn't stress too much. I'd have a plan to do something other than that, but I would just watch this kind of 15-minute and see how it starts to go sideways here. All right. As it can go further to the upside to about 97.5777. That's the key level that I like to see. Bitcoin USDT out the flag. Can we get all the way up here to 97.590 is the key. That's the level that I would love to see us touch as we go more sideways into tonight. And that take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. How do you figure this out? You can go and hold shift down. Then you can go sideways. It can kind of give you a sense of that's 2 hours and 30 minutes before we get our punch to the upside. Let me jump back into the chat. The fan funding was amazing. You people are blessed. Everybody that hit that like button, everyone that gave me any love and support tonight, you're blessed. Thank you so much. 493 people on the like. God bless all the 493 people that hit that like button. That will come back to you tenfold. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. I'm so appreciative of anyone that did hit that like button. I'm so grateful. Thank you very, very much for doing that. Very nice of you. Hey, I'm at your whim. I appreciate everything you all do for me every time I'm here on the live. Can you look at TMPI, please? NTMPI, Nirataro. Too small for me, in my humble opinion. Let's take a look at Hype. Hype at a $7 billion market cap. And you know, the last time we looked at Hype, it just looked like it could have a little more legs than the rest of the market. Shrink these down, they don't need to be half as big as that, right? But you know, Hype just keeps making higher lows, getting tight. And if Bitcoin reverses, I mean, if anything's going to pump, Hype looks like it can do it. And it's going to go to 49 and make a double up. So if anything's bullish, or if I'm bullish on anything, I'm bullish on Hype, Hyperliquid. And then if Bitcoin rolls over, it could lose this channel and dump. It could be, you know, don't be surprised. I'm just showing you what's consolidating. But we're also at the whims of Bitcoin. And everybody knows that. And that's why the market's kind of at this, everyone's kind of in this waiting stage to see, you know, everyone wants to wait a little longer or wait a little more. But there are moves inside of this, though, while we wait on all that. Okay, what I wanted to do now was look at... Yeah. The bubble map. So look, Alm is still moving up a little bit. Dexy, Sweet, Jupe, a little bit of green in the live in the last hour or two. Not too bad. A little bit of green. Flat in the last live. In the last hour, a little bit of green. Today, altcoins got a bit of a bounce, as you can see. All right, took Bitcoin to go somewhat sideways, and altcoins did get a slight bounce. Not amazing, but a slight bounce. Let's take a look at Ohm. As someone says, it's sending. And when we put a beautiful trade out for Ohm, and it was just, it traded beautifully. So yeah, the last time I did put out Ohm was in this little flag. It broke out, then it came down, then it broke out again. Look at Ohm. And look, to me, it's going to continue to that target. The target I have is 733. And it's on the way. It looks very likely. Now, if I was going to get into Ohm, I would be watching, you know, these smaller time frames. The 12-hour looks... I like this flag right here. And it's attempting to break out. And basically, this has been a DeFi protocol. People just love it on. And if Bitcoin bounces, people will rush in there and begin to kind of do the staking, all sorts of staking. And this thing could run. Mantra DAO. Ohm. The target I have is $9. It's $6 right now. Be a nice 50% move, and it looks strong. It really does look strong. Compared to the rest of the market, it looks absolutely lovely. That candle is huge right now. For whatever reason. Bitcoin back at 96,843, showing signs of strength. I'm telling you, just flag out this 15. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up ripping to the upside. To my target there, 97,685, right? And then we'll go from there, 97.7. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin throughout the night. Watch as the flags continue. Watch your 15-minute. Watch as everything starts to grow. I gave you your 22, your 8-hour. I showed you big time frames. I told you about that 22-hour and the 200 MA. I told you if we don't lose that, I'm still bullish. I've given you everything I can, everybody, tonight. I want you to be ready to rock and planned out. And with that being said, I'm probably going to jump on out of here for the night. It is Saturday night, our double live stream, and there's not much more I can say. All right? There's not much more I can say. Get your bags packed for coin. You know, I'm still in my auto. I never panic sold anything. And we're going to see what happens. Mandy does look pretty nice to me, I got to tell you. RW, you know, I saw two coins, Mandy and RAWR. They both look pretty nice, but again, Bitcoin has to play ball. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for being here and just watching the live stream. And we thank you guys so much. All right. And I'll catch you guys on the next live. The bot broke. Nah, but I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I'm going to relax tonight. Not go too hard into the charts. You know, altcoin aren't, I think, you know, we're going to wait for altcoins to kind of really, but I do see a few things that got my fancy. And pay attention. We called a nice long here for Bitcoin. Wasn't amazing, but we did catch along, and ever since I've been calling this move, and again, just the move above the 5-minute 200 MA produced a nice move too today as well. So I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow morning. We'll do it again. Another double live stream. We don't play. I will come on live at the end of the Super Bowl, somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I'll see you there, everyone. But I'll also be here tomorrow morning quickly for about an 8 a.m., 9 a.m. stream. I love you. I'll be back at it tomorrow. We don't miss a day. We don't stop. Remember, I teach class the last Saturday of every month. One last thing I'll say real quick. The last Saturday of every month. If you want class, it's awesome. Solidify it today while you're still thinking right. You know what I mean? Before your mind changes, but get on into class. Life Revision Trading course. It'll blow your mind. Everybody, I thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. May God bless you all. And may you all have a good night. Amen. Thank you very much. God bless.